Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Call Haloyim La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the Akim that are pushing his word throughout the four corners of the earth in all truth and sincerity. Lord willing, this reaches the ears of the hopeful elect. All right. It's your brother Kazak Tezabah coming at you once again through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. Lord willing, it's edifying and to the point. All right. So, you know, I was spirit that came upon me to go into the idiom, okay, of, you know, having your head buried in the sand. All right. And so I want to go ahead and get the definition for idiom, if I may. It says, let me see, definition, idiom definition. All right, it says from Merriam-Webster.com, it says an expression in the usage of a language that is peculiar to itself, either in having a meaning that cannot be derived from the conjoined meanings of its elements, such as up in the air for undecided, or in its grammatically a typical use of words such as give away. Okay, so the idiom that I'm going into is having your head buried in the sand. All right, and what it means, let me get it real quick. It says refuses to face something by pretending not to see it. Okay, so that's the mentality of a lot of people here in today's society, right? All right, it says to ignore or refuse to think about a problem or something unpleasant. All right, which is, it says the origin of this idiom comes from the incorrect belief that ostriches, a large bird with a long neck and large body, put their heads in the sand to hide from danger, because it thought that if they could see their attacker couldn't see them. It says it's a ridiculous idea and not true, but we humans are also very dumb at times, you know, and it just goes on to its own little definition. Okay, and that's exactly right, man. The mindset, you know, of people today, you know, they you know, a lot of people don't pay attention to the news. Okay, they're not occupied in prophecies. All right, you know, they don't even know when if we're in the times of the end, because they refuse to pay attention to what's going on in the world. You ask anybody at work, you know, anybody you may know, you know, of a current event or something along those lines, they wouldn't be able to tell you. They'll be able to tell you something like, you know, something about sports, you know, baseball, basketball. Okay, they're quick to tell you stuff about that's entertainment. All right, but as far as the things that will soon have a direct effect on everybody, people you know, try to turn the blind eye and try to you know, they neglect to pay attention or to see what's going on, man. Okay, the scriptures talk about the Lord coming like a thief in the night, you know, and a lot of these people are going to be blindsided, man. You know, these people are going to be blindsided. You see, that's why it talks about in Let me get 1 Thessalonians real quick. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. Okay, the Lord is going to come in like a thief in the night. You know, like a thief. You know, you don't know when they're going to come. So you're not up waiting. You're not up looking, okay, paying attention, you know. But here we are, you know, through the Spirit of the Lord. He opened up our eyes, okay, to be able to see these things before they happen. So we're prepared through the Spirit. All right, we're prepared through the Spirit. Why? Because we're being watchful. All right. We're being watchful and we're paying attention to the signs in which he had given us. You see? This is hold on, Salakia, bear with me. Let me get I'm gonna just get this. 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. It says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. All right. So you got to be sober. You got to be vigilant. Okay. On your watchtower. Okay. You can't be on your watchtower drunk. Okay. You can't be on your watchtower under the influence, spiritually speaking, okay, not paying attention to what's going on in the distance. If you see the enemies approaching, you got to be on guard, man. You got to be vigilant, okay, ready to sound that trumpet, ready to sound that alarm. And through the Spirit, we're doing that, okay. Through the Spirit, we're sounding that alarm, blowing that trumpet, okay, to give warning, giving warning to these people, man. You know, but yet these same people refuse to hear the words that we're speaking on. And it's not our words. We're just reading out of the book, man. We're just reading, thus saith the Lord. You know, we're not using our own interpretation or our own versions, man. The Lord said all of this. Okay, but you can ask anybody, do you know about the state of the economy? You know, do you know what's going on with the tension between the US and China and Russia? You know, are you paying attention to the pestilences, okay, that are being released? You see, the financial crisis, you know, the famine, food shortages, all right, judgment going out. You ask anybody that, they don't know what you're talking about, man. You know, that's why it's so hard to talk about things like this, you know, when you're in the workplace. You know, and that's another thing. You want to try to refrain from those kind of conversations, you know, unless you work directly with somebody who's in this truth, okay? But you want to refrain from speaking on certain things, because at any moment, you know, when all hell breaks loose, those people that you had those conversations with are going to be the first ones to dime you out, you know, because they're going to say, you know, hey, you know, he's been talking a little crazy, like he knew something, you know. But really we do know things, okay? But as the scriptures say, you have to be wise as a serpent but harmless as a dove. You got to be wise, man. You got to use wisdom when you're out here in this world, man. Okay? You know, that's why we look forward to doing lessons. That's why we look forward to going out to the highways and hedges, man, because it's therapeutic. It's therapy, because the things that we learn through the Spirit, the Lord granted us that privilege and that honor to be able to to speak on those things freely. You know? But these people have no idea what's coming to them. 1 Thessalonians 5:2, for yourselves know perfectly the day of the Lord, so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail a woman with child, and they shall not escape. All right? These people are not going to escape the judgment and the destruction that's going to come upon this place. Because for so long, the Lord was sending forth his men. They were sending forth his men. All right? In the ancient times, what's that? 1 Samuel 16:4. In the ancient times, when the prophets were on the scene, they would ask them, are you coming in peace? Because they knew when the prophets were on the scene, destruction was in pursuit, man. Judgment was following them. Okay? Upon that kingdom or that nation. All right? But these people don't regard the prophets today. Okay? And the Lord uses the prophets to send forth his message. Okay? But they don't want to regard, they don't want to listen. The scriptures talk about not lifting up your prayers for these people. Man, forget these people. All right? They don't want to hearken to the words of the Lord. Hey, so be it. You know? So be it. Let me go to Jeremiah chapter 7 and verse 25. It says, since the day that your fathers came forth out of the land of Egypt unto this day, I have sent unto you all my servants, the prophets, daily, rising up early and sending them. Okay? You see, the prophets are on the scene, man, 24/7. There's brothers always doing a lesson. They're not doing a lesson. They're out there on the streets teaching, man. Okay? The Lord sent these men. The Lord sent us to do his will. All right? Verse 26. Yet they hearken not unto me, nor incline their ear, but harden their neck, and did worse than their fathers. They don't want to hear the words of the Lord. They don't want to be rebuked. They don't want to be corrected. Okay? Because they want to continue in their folly. Verse 27, therefore thou shalt speak all these words unto them, but they will not hearken to thee. Thou shalt also call unto them, but they will not answer thee. You know, the Lord is giving them a bone, man. The Lord is giving them an opportunity to repent. You know, you have the power of the universe giving you a chance to cleanse of your ways, you know, by the washing of the word, but yet these people want to live in sin. And the Lord put that spiritual blindness upon them, man. You know, they don't know what's coming. They don't know what's coming. And if they do, they rather not listen to it, because they feel as though if they don't watch the news, if they don't pay attention, if they don't see the things that are happening, you know, they want to turn a blind eye, pretending like it's not going to happen isn't going to make it not happen. You know, these people's mindset is all jacked up. Verse 28, but thou shalt say unto them, this is a nation that obeyeth not the voice of the Lord Yahweh their power, nor receiveth correction. Truth is perished and is cut off from their mouths. Okay, let me get Isaiah chapter 6 and verse 9. Isaiah chapter 6. Salakia. Isaiah 6 and 9. And he said, go and tell his people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed. Okay, but with that, you have to earn that. The Lord has to give that to you. The Lord has to call you. Okay. And when you call, and that's something, if you earnestly seek it and you desire that, you pray for it, man. All right. It says, verse 11, then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered, until the cities be wasted, without and uninhabited, and the house without a man, and the land be utterly desolate. Okay, so to the end, man, all the way up into the end. You see? Let me get Isaiah 65. Isaiah chapter 65. And I don't intend on this being long by any means, just kind of rolling. This is Isaiah 65:1. I am sought of them that ask not for me. I am found of them that sought me not. I said, behold me unto a nation that was not called by my name. I have spread out my hands all the day unto a rebellious people, which walketh in a way that was not good, after their own thoughts. Okay, these people are walking about, they're in their own ways, man, in their own lust. Okay, thinking as though they're doing everything right to their own standard, not the standard of the scriptures, not a standard of the Lord, but of man's own standard. Okay, what is that? Jeremiah 17:9 says, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? So going about in accordance to your own mindset, you're going off, man. But that's the majority of these people. They rather walk in, they refuse to walk in a good way, but rather follow their own hearts, man, their own thoughts, their own mind. Okay, it says, a people that provoketh me to anger continually to my face, that sacrifice in the gardens and burning incense upon altars of bricks. So that these people are provoking the Lord to anger to his face, man. Okay, by blatantly walking past the prophets, the men of the Lord. Okay, blatantly ignoring the signs that the Lord had, put in the scriptures. Okay, the signs that he's revealing to us in the heavens, the chariots, judgment around the world. These people are refusing it, and that's provoking the Lord to his face, man. That's the ultimate. That's like somebody spitting in your face. That's gonna do nothing after that. You tried to heal them, you tried to help them, and they go around and spit in your face, man. That's ultimate disrespect. That's the ultimate disrespect. So these people are disrespecting the Lord, man. Okay, and they don't care. They have no regard for what the Lord feels and what his anger that has built up, man. Okay, and what pisses the Lord off pisses us off also, because we are one in accord with the Lord, man. All right, but these people have no clue what's coming. It says death, famine, destruction, are meant for amendments, scourges for amendments. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Salakia, bear with me. I think it's Second Ezra's. Second Ezra. This is Second Ezra chapter 16 and verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. Okay, for amendments. What is an amendment? Something you modify, something you change. Okay, you change your old ways, man. It says verse 20, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. All right, so these people aren't even mindful of the things that are about to take place, that are already starting. Okay, the implementation of the CHIP. All right, the transition from the digital fiat currency to a digital currency, to where all of it is going to be monitored and tracked by the government. All right, people, this is you talk about the freedoms that these people have. It's about to be null and void, man. No one's going to have any kind of freedom, man. You see, But yet you got propaganda pushing, you know, this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this by the year 2025. We're gonna do this by the year 2030, 2035. Okay, you know, and it gives people a false reality, a false hope, man, thinking that this kingdom is gonna last till then. But this place is gonna be jacked up well before that, man. Lord willing, this be the final year, man. You know, towards the end of this year, you know, sometime next year, man. Lord willing, this be the last you know, go round. All right, for this man. You know. But these people have in their minds to think that this kingdom was going to last forever. All right, and that their houses will stand forever, man. But that's the furthest from the truth. The Lord got these people in a trick bag, man. You know. And then I will get Zechariah chapter 7 real quick. Zechariah chapter 7 and Zechariah 7 and 8. And the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, unto Zechariah, saying, Speak thus, Yahweh of hosts, saying, Execute true judgment, and show mercy and compassion every man to his brother, and oppress not the widow, nor the fatherless, the stranger, nor the poor, and let none of your imagine evil against his brother in your heart. Verse 11, but they refused to hearken, and pulled away the shoulder, and stopped their ears, and they should not hear. Okay. You know, they pulled away their shoulder and stopped their ears. You know, in other words, putting their hands over their ears so that they couldn't hear, man. All right. And these people are doing that today. They don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear doom and gloom, man. They don't want to hear that their kingdom is coming to an end. They don't want to hear that, hey, man, you can't go rap or shoot a basketball and get all this cash money no more, man. They don't want to hear that. Because that's what Jake really concerned about, man, is just getting money. Doing this to get money, selling drugs, whatever, you know, shooting a basketball, rapping, you know. That's what Jake think about, to get money. Because with money comes power, comes women, comes all these things. But what happens when all that stuff is gone, man? You know? What happens when all that is gone? Zephaniah, the first chapter, you know, says that let me just get it. Zephaniah 1 and 18. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by fire of his jealousy. He shall make a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. You see? Hey, man, so this your money is not going to save you. All right? So no matter how much you get and how much you making, it ain't going to help you. Ezekiel 7 and 19. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Neither silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither lift up their bowels, because it is a stumbling block of their iniquity. Money is a stumbling block for their iniquity, man. Okay? They feel as though you get money, you could preserve your own life, or that you could you know, you could prolong your life. All right? You just throw a little money at it and it solves everything. What happens when that's going to be taken away from you? Then what? Then you're really screwed. You see? Going back to Zechariah 7 and verse 12, it says, Yea, they made their hearts as an adamant stone, lest they should hear the law and the words which the Lord of hosts has sent in his spirit by the former prophets. Therefore came a great wrath from the Lord of hosts. Okay? Their heart is an adamant stone, man. All right? Hard-headed Jake. You see? It says, Therefore it is come to pass that as he cried, and they would not hear, so they cried, and I would not hear, saith the Lord. But I scattered them with the whirlwind among the nations, whom they knew not. That the land was desolate after them, that no man passed through nor returned, for they laid the pleasant land desolate. All right? But it says the point there was they would hear. It says, Therefore it shall come to pass that as he cried, they would not hear, so they cried, and I would not hear, saith the Lord of hosts. The Lord is not going to hear these people when all hell is breaking loose, okay? But they've been forewarned countless times, man. Giving them warning after warning after warning. But yet they cast it behind them, man. So you think if you wasn't calling on the Lord now, you think when you gonna be calling on the Lord in that day, he's gonna hear you? The answer is hell no, man. And these people really got to get their act together, or they done. But hey, man, it's already written. 2/3 of our people are gonna get get caught up in that heat, man. You see, if the famine, the plagues, and the pestilences, and the sword, if those things don't get them first, okay, then they're gonna be missile fuel, man. All right, but these people got their heads in the sand, buried in the sand. Just because you refuse to pay attention, don't mean it's not gonna happen. All right. So hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, and with that, I want to give all honor, praise, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the Akim that are pushing his word throughout the four corners of the earth in all truth and sincerity. Lord willing, this reaches the ears of the hopeful elect, and until next time, Shalom.